folks, as you can see, we here at the Four-Kolor Kitties headquarters are getting ready for the holiday season. The perfect finishing touch. Of course, we aren't the only ones that are celebrating this season. DC Comics has released their annual issue of Christmas Cheer. And that's what we're going to look at in this special Christmas episode of the Four-Kolor Kitty. Traditional for DC Comics at this time of year to put out a special book full of holiday stories. Now, I'm not going to say that these are the best stories they've ever done. However, since they're just meant to be simply some tales of the season, I'm not going to worry about that. Let's take a look. We start out with a story starring Batman called Silent Night. This story is done without any dialogue or sound effects, as Batman chases down an armed robber dressed in a Santa suit. The story is a bit short, but it only needs a few pages. It's a quick, efficient Batman opening to this issue. The next story, Man of Snow, features the Man of Steel getting blindsided by a snowman. As it turns out, it's not an attack by an enemy, but the work of a boy. Of course, when you realize that the boy is Jewish, you can figure out that the snowman was actually what they call a golem. Now, DC doesn't really touch on the holiday at this time, but it's nice to see that they recognize not everyone celebrates Christmas. And Superman goes on to give the boy one heck of a Hanukkah. In The Flash Before Christmas, we see that even for the fastest man alive, when it comes to last-minute holiday chores, even he can be strained for time. Best part of the story? When we discover that the Flash has accidentally switched the racy gift that he intended for his wife with the one that he gave to Raven, the teenage member of the Titans. Of course, he manages to switch the items back at super speed before anybody gets the wrong idea. We take a trip back several years in The Beast Boy Who Hated Christmas to when Beast Boy was a member of the ragtag superhero group, the Doom Patrol. Those who know Beast Boy are probably surprised to hear this usually chipper fellow doing his best impression of another green-hued character.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
They eventually find out that the problem is Beast Boy wants a very special type of Christmas gift. One that Mento and Elastigirl can finally give him. The next story is Party Gift. It involves, of all things, a group of various supervillains attending a Christmas party. Aside from some jabs at the heroes they hate, they're actually a rather well-behaved bunch. But soon they begin to wonder, who set up this whole party? The answer will surprise you. In one of the more somber of the stories, Reason for the Season, the Martian Manhunter, in his guise as police detective John Jones, is called in to solve the murder of a Christmas tree seller. While I can't say that this particular tale has a very happy ending, it does teach John Jones a valuable lesson. It also has him learning about his favorite Earth treat. Chocos. We have a quick one-page story with the obscure pair known as Angel and the Ape, then move on to a wartime tale called Peace on Earth, starring Sergeant Rock. It's a classic type of tale that I've heard before, but like many holiday tales, I don't mind hearing it again, as it shows two people that would normally be enemies, allowing hatred to flow away for just one day. The next story, Stille Nacht, with the enemy Ace, is very similar
though it is set during World War I.
In this case, the story has a bit of a twist. The enemy ace and his squadron are ordered by his superiors to break a ceasefire on Christmas Day. Now, the ending is as you pretty much expect. To be honest, I would have preferred to see just the Sergeant Rock story or the enemy ace tale, but not both in the same book, and probably not one right after the other. But this is Christmas, so I won't complain too much about that.
Featuring the little-known and silly-named Bawana Beast, The Hunt for Christmas has the jungle hero stopping some thieves who have hijacked a truck full of supplies.
The link to the holidays in this story is thin at best. But then again, hearing the name Bawana Beast, well, that makes up for all of it.
Another one-page story featuring Captain Marvel.
You know, you'd think that the most wholesome character in the DC universe would write more than one page in this issue.
We have a tale called Unbearable Loss, featuring the ghostly hero, Dead Man.
Again, this isn't one of the most upbeat stories in the issue. However, they could have gone and done a rehash of It's a Wonderful Life. Fortunately, they didn't. Oh, the stories do have points in common, but it wasn't simply a complete retelling of the same story again.
Next up is the android called Red Tornado in A Night Before Christmas story. We find our robotic buddy doing some last-minute shopping for his human family. However, he runs into indifference, greed, and other un-Christmas-like attitudes.
We get to see Red Tornado trying to teach these people the true meaning of Christmas. Now, the ending may be more realistic, I guess, but gosh darn it, I'm willing to suspend that disbelief just a little bit higher when it comes to Christmas.
The Huntress stars in the story called Naughty and Nice, where we see a jaded candy shop owner learning a quick lesson in the Christmas spirit.
Finally, a story where I don't feel let down.
The obscure superhero Ragman story, Seeing the Light, gives us the background behind the Jewish celebration of Hanukkah.
While comparing the story of the Jewish holiday with that of Ragman fighting criminals is a little thin, oh, what the heck. It's informative and enjoyable. So enjoy!
The final story, with Space Age hero Adam Strange, is actually a tale of New Year's Eve, as the title, Old Lang Syne, should tell you. The jetpack-wearing, ray-gun-wielding hero is racing the clock, it seems.
This is going to take a little explanation. You see, while Adam is from Earth, his wife and daughter are from an alien planet. In order for him to get from here to there, he travels by use of these things called zeta beams. Now, these zeta beams appear at random times and places all over the globe. So, he has to be at the right place at the right time. Of course, Natch, this story wraps up with a happy ending. And speaking of wrapping up, time for me to gift wrap this episode. I hope you've enjoyed our little look at DC's Christmas special. I'm Patch Black for Four-Kolor Kitty. I'll see you in the funny pages, and season greetings, happy holidays, and a very Merry Christmas.